most of them are cowards, spineless cowards. It's time to stop being afraid. It's time for brave men. Our government decided not even one. Be like Poland. Do not let anyone in. Do not let even one. This is my motto. When we are talking about migration in 2026, it's not the same as a migration in 1850. It's not the same process. The goals are not the same. People are not the same. England and Wales, Germany, France, Sweden as well. Sweden is really bad. It's really bad. They let them in. They invited them. They had this time in Germany when Angela Merkel decided, okay, I need a cheap labor, come in, come in. So, less abortion, more families, more children. The leftist agenda is so extreme that whatever President Trump would do, they would never agree. So I think there is so much anger from the left around the world because they think that they own us. President Donald Trump is the best president of the United States in history. Many people will disagree. I don't care. He cares about his country, about the US. And he's the great example for any other leaders around the world to take care of their own. So he pushed them to do things they should do for years. You should spend 2% on NATO, as we agreed, instead of spending money on illegal migration. Everyone in Europe was shocked. How can he ask to pay what we agreed for? How can you be upset that he doesn't want to be your private bodyguard? Germany is not paying 2%, but they are paying for the hotels for the illegals. It's ridiculous. Some people are not afraid, and they do things which they know must be done for the future. So you do not understand the scale of what is happening in Sweden, what is happening in Germany, what is happening in Paris, what is happening around Europe. Because Europe was weak and let jihadists and uneducated, wild people from different cultures. And then you've got people who are, you know, in the mass migration, you've got 2 or 3 or 100 of them paid by organizations like very similar to Hamas, right? Hezbollah or other. So I think that people do not understand why this is important. It is important for next generation. It's a fact, and this is every day, every single day you hear about rapes, stabbings, machetes, and all this. Every single day. Again, the left bring them to our continent. The left. If you would have Kamala or if you would have Biden, you would have a serious problem. So again, thank God for President Trump. He's not saint, he's not perfect, none of us. But you have to thank God for this man, because you would have goats raped, women raped, killings, and you would have what Europe has, but not Poland, because we did not let them in. So when I see Rome, the city is done. When I see Paris, the city is done. Absolutely, it will never be the same, never. When I see Munich, for example, when I think on every big city in Europe is done, not Warsaw, not Krakow, not Poland in general, because we did not let them in, and we will never let any illegal in, because Poland is so smart now after communism. What I'm gonna say now, I think that jihadists are as dangerous as communism. And now I see how the whole continent, how Europe is destroyed by jihadists. And this is a real danger, because for so many years, there was no Trump in the office. There was no president who would be so tough on basic, obvious facts, things. You put the cuffs, you put them on a plane, and the country of origin must pay for it. How to do it? Make them pay. Just like President Trump made NATO members to gather in 24 hours. That we had a special meeting, we had a summit when he says, I'm not going to help you. That's it, we're done. So now, funny, Germany says that they're going to send like 600,000 Muslims mainly to Syria, because there's no war anymore in Syria, right? So what they did, they come out on the streets protesting, and they want to start their own political party now. They're not going to leave. They want to stay and start their political party, and they will run. And what happened? Nothing. They are still in Germany. Why? Because the German government is weak. It takes you one phone call to do it. Airline, I want 10747 waiting. We want money on the account tomorrow by 12. If not, all the contracts are done. Simple. Because it's less for the system. Send them back, then pay for your NHS or to pay for the whole system, education, and then for everything. It's just cheaper. You have to stop the bleeding. And what you need, Pat, what you need is a brave people, brave men. That's why what I said like 3 days ago, it looks like we're going to take over in Poland. And if we are elected, I'm going to leave my seat in the European Parliament to come back to Poland. I'm going to come back to the Polish Parliament, and I'd love to serve as a minister of migration. I'm not Islamophobe. I do not have a phobia. I'm not afraid of them. Should have, because there are reasons to be afraid. But it's not about Islamophobia. This term is a political term. It's about my observation of the reality and the numbers, mainly from Eurostat. If we want Europe to be Muslim continent, or we want America to be Muslim continent, with all consequences, all elements of the culture and faith, say that out loud. If you want Sharia law in the US or in Europe, let's not do nothing. How can you even discuss Sharia law in Christian Europe when no one is discussing Christian laws, Roman philosophy, Roman law and Greek philosophy in Sharia law states? There is no discussion about it. So this is suicide. This is suicidal, and I think it has to be stopped. And it's time to speak out loud as it is, because everyone is afraid. It's time to stop being afraid. It's time for brave men. It's time to say as it is, because this is a real existential threat. Refugee, by the international law, is the person who flees from the country of conflict to the first safe country. Migrant, especially economical migrant, is not a refugee. They are trying to call economical migrants and sometimes jihadists a refugee. They are not refugees by the international law. So we took children, and mainly women and children, because of the war. We did what we should do. We did what international law said. So it's not like we have no hearts. We do not want to help people who are in need, because when you Google it, it's not my political opinion, over 2 million Ukrainians are in Poland, over 7 million cross Polish-Ukrainian border. We didn't have even one refugee camp. You know why? Because they were in Polish houses. People just take them to the houses. There was no huge refugee camps. Poland was so open for the real problem, real war, not for the guys from the boats, not for, like, when you see reports now from Great Britain, when the guys from Stop the Boats are posting, there are 100% men, right, ready to fight. If you've got, like, I don't know, 2 million, and only 10% of them are radical, you've got 200,000 army on your territory.